Coach Catfish here. Talk to you about some more stuff about fitting in or not fitting in, or not just being fit at all for what's happening. No, 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 no. I think that's 3 times. If it's not, I'll catch up later. Alligator. The fitting in. Coach Catfish want to talk to you about another story about the fitting in and not fitting in. Now, I think I had mentioned before that I went, many schools, like from the 5th grade to the 9th grade. I went to like 5 different schools. So it was like different cultures and different big cities and small towns and various and other sundry things that I went to. Coach Catfish ended up in this place, the big city, the year before. I had been in a school that had 350 people in it, and it was from the 7th grade to the 12th grade. It's that kind of stuff. We still had 50s days and stuff and such where the girl would walk around and kiss you and you get your lipstick and it'd be like, oh yeah, we happy. Because we small town country folk. Then I got dropped off into the HISD or whatever that was, the large thing. And then the grades I was in was 6th grade to the 8th grade. And then you graduated on something else, which I wasn't quite sure what they did because it wasn't like the Bayou. Anyway, the school I went into had 3,500 people in 3 grades. Coach Catfish come from a place where in all 6 grades further, you only had 350 people. Do the math. I still have nightmares about getting lost in this godforsaken school. Then every hall looked the same with the lockers and the concrete and the colors, and it was just it still haunts me. It haunts me. 'Cause I didn't fit in. I got dropped into this place, and the parents, of course, never thought about anything like that. You take a child that lives in a barn, basically, and then stick him in a skyscraper. What the hell you think's going to happen? Somebody going to poop on the floor, and it ain't going to be good. Well, I tried to keep that from happening. But what I found was interesting is back in that day, you had this song, The New Boy in Town. The New Boy in Town. It was like, who was in People? It was a very famous band. It was not country music. It was the new boy in town. And O'l Kosher Catfish was always the new boy in town. So it meant something to me. Well, I come to this place. And I was scholastically good, and I was like good on the field. And I put you on your ass if you challenge me. I was large for my size, but I just quit growing. That's what was so disturbing. I quit growing so I could not back up what I did when I was in the 7th grade. You know how it is. This is the way it happens amongst children. Anyway, at gym class, we keep talking about the gym class. There's this guy, and he had brothers, and it's a big gym class. And Coach Catfish did not like to dress out amongst people. I didn't like having my clothes off and taking showers and stuff like that, but that's what they did in the city. I like having gym class at 5th period, so 6th period I just do all my stuff and stink and go home. But what had happened is everybody pointed out Coach Catfish on the field and in various and sundry places because I talk different and I look different because I was from the Bayou. I wasn't from this drugstore cowboy shit that I got dropped off in, okay? I hope the mole is working. Anyway, this fella, he was 6'3", and he was in the 8th grade. And Coach Catfish was like 5'11" or so, which was pretty good size for the 8th grade, unless you was a really big football player. So I wasn't that small, but I was from somewhere else. We was in gym class, and this sucker come by and sat by me. And he took his gym shirt, and he threw it on the floor, and he say, now he didn't know I was Coach Catfish, but since that's who I am, I'll just say, Coach Catfish, pick that shirt up. Well, after all the stuff I had gone through in my life, This man did not understand that I may not take kindly to being made a fool out of, and I may just fight back. But since I'm from somewhere else, I just didn't fit in. That's what it happens. You just didn't fit in. So, what I'd been taught from the Bible days and from my granny, she'd say, turn the other cheek. So I just shoved my ass around. No, I did not. I did not do that. What I did, I turned the other cheek. I reached down and I picked it up and I set it beside him. And everybody looked at me and was like, yeah, he did what he knew he needed to do. And I need to do this because I'm getting dry in the throat. You got all kind of pollens and tree sperms out here. You know the story of these people. I try not to joke, but they did it to me. Anyway, to get back to the story, what it was, I put that sucker sitting by him, and I was bracing. You know, I had a lot. I was sort of scared, but I wasn't scared because I'd been in this situation where I was a new kid in town more than once. But this sucker was big, and I heard he had big brothers. And anyway, I put it down. I guess I should have folded it, and then he'd have really known I was his bitch. He picked it up and dropped it again. And everybody said, whoo! Kosher Catfish reached down again, picked it up, and set it beside him. And he pushed me. Why did he do that? Why did he push me? Did he think he had to rub it in or something? Well, the next thing we jumped to our feet. And before I knew what was happening, I poked that sucker in the chest. And I looked at him. And I said, really? You know, I had my eyes set like a pig, like a hog back in the day. Really? And to my surprise, all the kids around me, they went, oh, he's going to kill him. He's going to kill him. I looked at that sucker in the eyeballs. Really? And you know what? He sat down. He turned around. He did not hit me. And I'm glad the sucker didn't, because I was going to start biting him. And I'd have gotten in trouble for biting somebody. You can get a staph infection. I'd have bit the shit out of him, like my granny told me. If you can't do nothing else, bite him. Arr! You know me trying to chew them lug nuts. Arr! I'm a yard dog. What can I say? But that saved Kosher Catfish's ass. Because I did not fit in. I did not know how to fit in. I wasn't from there. So when you find yourself in a place where you don't fit in and you ain't from there, maybe you just need to be nice and hope that people will leave you alone. And if they don't, be the one to take the first poke in the chest. And maybe it will just throw them off enough that they will leave your ass alone. And if they don't, bite them. Arr! Arr! Kosher Catfish, out of here. You don't have to fit in, but sometimes you have to fight. Hallelujah. I don't fight nothing. I just fight my hands and my mouth and my insanity, because I got the CRT, and the CRT is necessary. Otherwise, I don't know who I would be.